guess is he's trying to, as a lot of people on this network like to do, is uh, have words that procure to like wetness and water. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe he's, fishing for some, he thinks he's moist. I don't know.
Um,
Confirmed definitely born in 93.
as my camera bugs out.
Unless he's just a
There we go.
big Micah Zimadaj,
Zibanejad.
Mika Zibanejad fan.
Wait, so Tyler, are we? So we're confirmed pro women's sports. Are we anti Fisherman 93 podcast?
Yes,
Okay,
100%.
you heard it here first. We should make a
Until I get an apology.
yeah. Hating on the pod. It's all good though. We still thriving, surviving. They hate us because
Fisherman,
they ain't us.
yeah, maybe we could get Fisherman 93 on here.
I'd be down. I don't know. I feel like he might have some choice words that might not be adequate for Twitch, but
I mean, that's obviously a conversation we'll have with him beforehand, but
yeah.
I think we need to get Fisherman 93 on here and
All right.
understand like what his, whole thing with sports is. Does he only
Fisherman,
watch NASCAR?
right? I
Pro
mean,
fishing? There's
yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
I'm
I
just
don't. I
saying.
can't say I've ever watched a pro fishing tournament. That's just one thing that I could never get into.
Yeah, I just feel like it's inevitable kind of, you know, now that I think about it, I feel like NASCAR and fishing have a lot, pro fishing have a lot to do with each other in terms of maybe the people that watch it are
Hmm.
very anxious people and they
Hmm.
don't like not knowing what's going to happen next.
Right.
Like NASCAR, they're going to make another left turn. Fishing, they're probably
They're
going to
gonna
catch a
cast it.
fish,
They're gonna throw another
or
cast out there.
exactly. So, maybe they just are very anxious people and just want to know exactly what's going to happen. I
Well,
get it.
if that is the case, then they probably would enjoy watching NHL playoff hockey because Tyler, that is fast paced. It's a lot of action, a lot of hits. And I'll let you go off. We had a little Rangers versus Tampa matchup in the Eastern Conference Finals. Rangers started out hot, 2-0. I was saying looking good for the boys. They're gonna have to win one on the road. They did not, obviously. And I was wondering, Tyler, if they were better playing from behind. I think maybe they got up in early too quickly. They weren't used to that and just kind of fell apart. But hats off to the Tampa Bay Lightning looking for that three-peat.
Yeah, I mean, just like many Rangers fans, the Rangers love being from behind or getting it from behind. I don't know what I'm trying to
Mm,
say.
mm.
Um, no, I
You
mean
know what you're
that
trying to say.
yeah, that was an incredible series though. The Rangers, I think they're like in that echelon of maybe needing 1 or 2 more years to really be, where the Lightning are. They have a lot of perennial players that are young. Panarin, a lot of people were saying he didn't really have the series he should have had.
Yeah.
Fox, super young.
Well,
Zibanejad is only
Igor is the best
28.
hockey and goalie. Get best goalie in hockey. You can't argue with that.
Over Vasilevsky?
Dude, look at all the stats. Look at the save percentage. Look at the shutouts. Like it's just not even a question.
He had a crazy series, and maybe this was his coming out, of being a amazing goalie.
Hmm.
I feel like Vasilevsky's still that number one spot. It definitely can be taken, but Vass had a late kind of start in this series, so probably his stats are a little bit clouded. But I mean, defensively, yeah, I mean Igor is definitely up there because he was blocking a lot of shots and a lot of shots, like a
Hmm.
high quantity, from the Lightning, which is no easy
Yeah.
task.
Yeah. I mean, I will say I watched every game this series. I watched almost every Rangers playoff game. I want to say.
Yep.
Igor, he had his ups and downs. He got pulled from a few games in the Pittsburgh series. I think this series definitely turned, at least from what I saw, Tyler, when Strom got injured. He came back. He was kind of hobbled. He was on that first unit. He just never was himself, and he was playing a lot of good minutes for the Rangers. I think just anytime you kind of throw a wrench in their game plan like that and the flow of the team chemistry and camaraderie, I think that was just a shifting point in the series.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said last episode, I think, John Cooper probably probably the best coach in hockey right now. His lines were just impeccable going up against the Rangers, finding weak spots, having Palat, Stamkos, Kucherov on the front line for the Lightning really helped. And the funny thing is, I was talking to a Rangers fan today at work, and the Lightning don't even have Braden Point, who might be their top three players on their team. Been injured throughout the whole entire playoffs. They're thinking he may be back for the Stanley Cup against the Avs, but
Mm.
this Lightning team, I feel like hasn't played their best hockey yet, and I think they're just ramping up to getting there. So they're getting hot right at the right time.
No, yeah. Tyler, your favorite scenario, the rest versus momentum. Obviously, the Avalanche coming off of a sweep in the Western Conference Finals. You know, tough series. The Lightning played against the Rangers. So how do you
hmm
think they're gonna fare in the Stanley Cup?
I think it's gonna be. I don't, and honestly, I'm a fair weather hockey fan. I just want to
Hmm.
put that out there. I don't want to act like I know a lot. I don't know much about the Avalanche. I know that they're the best team out of the West, and I knew that they were going to be a tough team to stack up against. They have a lot of great players. I'm gonna fare with the Lightning, of course. I'm gonna be a homer, but I just think that they're just playing so well at the right time. Kucherov, I feel like, has assisted every single goal that the Lightning have scored. Stamkos putting the team on his back. I mean, shit. My favorite thing about the whole entire series was Rangers scored, took the life out of them, and then 21 seconds later, the Lightning scored. Like,
Hmm.
I don't think any team in hockey could do that besides the Lightning. So I think it's going to be a great series. I would be surprised if it went seven, but I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, no, it should be interesting for sure. I mean, the Avalanche, they were, kind of the hot team last year. They got who'd they lose to? I want to say the Kings. Is that who made it last year?
I think it was Lightning versus,
Or
was it
the
the
no, no, no,
Kings?
the Golden Knights, right?
Look it up.
Yeah.
Literally watched the fucking. No, it wasn't a Canadian team.
Maybe it
Wasn't it
was.
Ottawa?
I want to say the Avalanche lost to the Kings or the Knights. I keep saying Kings, jeez.
Wasn't
Uh
it Ottawa that
NHL
was in the
playoffs.
finals?
Let's see.
I remember seeing a Canadian jersey when I was outside of Amalie Arena last year. Maybe it was just some fan. It was a
Okay,
team
so
that wore red.
the
I can say
Knights
that.
the Knights did beat the Avalanche, which is what I was thinking of, but it was in the series before the Canadians beat the
That's it.
Golden Knights and then went on to play the Lightning. Um, so both kind of right. But with that being said, it should be a good series. Looking forward to it. I'll probably tune in a little bit. And Tyler, I think when you say fair weather fan, you mean don't watch any hockey throughout the regular season and then become the
Yes.
biggest Lightning fan of all time in the playoffs
Yes.
when they're winning.
Absolutely 100%. I mean, it's kind of like the NBA and MLB for me. Like, I'm not gonna. I'll watch a game here and there, but I'm not gonna, sit and watch a Tuesday, night game. I did
Hmm.
find myself doing that sometimes during the NBA season, like Nets versus Knicks on ESPN. But I mean, I might catch a Lightning game here and there, but I'm not gonna
Hmm.
be a guy that watches every single game. Playoff hockey, though,
Yeah, electric.
it's by far my favorite playoffs that there is in sports.
Yeah.
Almost even, actually probably even more than the NFL. I hate to say it.
Well, I would not go that far at all, but it is probably number two.
All right, I'll let it be number two
Well,
then.
no, do you count March Madness? Because I'd put that too. I'd
It's
go
not.
NFL, March Madness, then NHL.
I guess there needs to be a poll on if March Madness is considered playoffs. I mean, I
Well, it
guess it kind of
is,
is.
right? Like that's
I
where all the
guess it
best
kind of
teams
is.
go,
It's
and they're
just
in a
it's just a
bracket.
different. Yeah, I guess it's just different.
Yeah, it
I mean,
should.
Chell. I mean, that's
It's
like.
Ken Diffie Jr. I made that up, by the way. So when that catches on, you know where to give credit to.
It's just different because like it's one game. There's 64 teams, so I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of chaotic to me, but I'll go NFL, NHL, and then if we're counting it NCAA, I'll go NCAA because NCAA is kind of fallen off for me as of
Hmm.
as of late.
Well, at least we're in agreement of the top three. Let's switch gears real quick, Tyler. Last week on the podcast, the series in the NBA Finals was at 1-1. You and I both correctly predicted that as of tonight, it would be sitting at 2-2. Couple interesting games. Let's get into the first one on Wednesday. The Celtics win um, the home opener in Boston, TD Garden, 116 to 100. Just checking out the box score real quick. Um, Curry had a solid game, 31. Thompson, 25. Wiggins, 18. He's been playing well in this series. On the other side of things, Tatum, 26. Smart, 24, and Jaylen Brown, 27. Anything jump out at you at this game?
I mean, it was kind of all Celtics, all the way up until the end. The Warriors kind of came back, added some points, but I think Jason Tatum really put the team on his back game one. Um, Same with Al Horford. Al Horford did too. Actually, didn't we do one and two last podcast? Because I'm pretty sure I talked about how
No, yeah.
Al Horford decided to drop a fucking zero piece or two-piece McNugget
Yeah.
the second game, but I mean,
Well, yeah,
he,
so we
really an
did
X factor.
we did the first two games, but this was game three, which was played on Wednesday, and then game
Oh, it was game three.
four
Sorry,
was on Friday.
game three. Oh yeah. So yeah, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I mean, I just feel like the Warriors didn't really have a great game. Didn't Draymond get benched at one point? They took
No,
him
he
out.
he played 35 minutes, which is I'd say pretty solid for him.
Maybe I'm mixing game four.
Yeah, they didn't get a lot of help off the bench. Otto Porter was 6, Peyton 2, Poole with 10. Poole's really found a nice little role there in that offense coming off the bench. He played 24 minutes. On the
Clay
other
had a big game three, right?
25,
Yeah.
um, pretty solid. Nothing crazy there. It's funny to see the crowd in Boston interact. Obviously Clay's post game speech, he was kind of concerned with the fans there and the gestures and taunts they were saying. He was concerned about the children. Whereas in retrospect, there was a clip circulating. I think it was the series when it was Golden State versus Cleveland, and LeBron was complaining about some of the stuff the fans were saying, and then Clay was like complete opposite of the remarks he made recently. He was like, "Well, that's part of the game. You're gonna go to away places, and the fans are gonna have words for you." So someone did a little stitch with that where he's just like completely contradicting himself.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it all depends on whose shoes you're in at that point.
Hmm.
But I was gonna say something too. Fuck.
Well, speaking of
Oh yeah,
shoes, Tyler.
they were saying F you Draymond, which I think is definitely necessary. When you got a guy that is like Draymond Green by
Yeah.
all aspects of, you know, doing this, even though he's just doesn't have zero muscle,
Hmm.
mass at all. He might have muscle mass. He doesn't have any what's the word? Where
Definition.
definition, zero definition. It's like two giant meatballs on his bicep, with zero definition. But I think it's great to see because, yeah, it's bad words, but at least they're showing passion at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it's Boston. I feel like those are true through and through sports fans. So that's just who they are.
Do
You
you
got to
th-
understand that going to Boston.
do you think the direct tech and that they specifically targeted Draymond with their taunts? Do you think that was caused by Dave Portnoy?
Oh, 100%. I would say probably 75% of the fans there knew about what Dave Portnoy said. The other 25 just went along with it.
Well, he was wearing a shirt sitting courtside that said Draymond is a
Right,
bitch.
right. But what I'm saying is like 75% of the people, maybe even more, know who Dave Portnoy is there. And I think he had a lot to do with the majority of it. And then the other fans were just drunk assholes that just followed along. Because I know I would have been there too, saying "fuck you, Draymond."
Oh
That's just
yeah,
me.
I mean, if you're there hammered and you're rooting for the home
NBA
team and the
Finals.
whole crowd is just going on in the chant, you're gonna join in. Like that's a guarantee.
Yeah, you're more of a square if you don't. Like,
Yeah.
I bet there was some Golden State Warriors fans there saying it too, under their breath.
Just fucking just got to catch themselves real quick. Tyler, our number one viewer is in the chat. Fisherman93. He says Bitcoin is dropping, the WNBA is popping. Fisherman, I don't know if you were here. We extended an invite if you want to come on the show and discuss your hatred for the No Look podcast. Oh, we lost Tyler.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, we can't see him.
Uh, Dan confirms he doesn't know who Fisherman 93 is, so
Okay.
had to ask, had to see.
Just get a little background check to see what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to make sure I'm not gonna, say something bad to Dan's dad or something.
Yeah. Well,
Like someone I know.
I've definitely been there before. I accidentally might have said something to to Dan's dad that I didn't. Well, in my defense, I didn't know it was his dad at the time, and he was coming at me pretty hard, and I had to stand my ground, defend myself. In
Yeah.
retrospect, probably wasn't the best thing to say to someone's father that I know,
Yeah.
an elder, if you will. But it's all good. We buried the hatchet. TJ and I, we're like this. We're tight. So
Love it.
all good. All good. But yeah, open invitation, fishermen, if you want to come on and discuss your hatred. And, if you want to talk about being sexist too, because if you're talking about hating on the
Some people
WNBA,
have said that. Some people on this podcast and off this podcast have said Fisherman 93, is he sexist? It's a
well,
question.
you're
Needs to
right.
be answered.
We need to get to the bottom of it. Usually, someone that hates women's sports is synonymous with being sexist. That's just the way it goes.
It's just, dotting our I's, crossing our T's,
Mm-hmm.
making sure it checks out.
Exactly. We got to cover our tracks at all points. So, Tyler, that was game three. Game four, Warriors came back, much so on the back of Steph Curry. He put him in the Jan Sport, 43 points, 7 for 14 from three, Tyler. Anytime you're taking that many 3-point shots, shooting it at 50% is incredible. And they weren't even like wide open threes. Obviously, we know Steph is notorious for the step back, from all areas of the court at all ranges. Didn't get much help, honestly. I mean, I'm looking at it here. Clay only had 18, Wiggins had 17, Poole had 14 off the bench. So really, it was clearly all Steph. On the other side of things, Tatum had 23, Brown had 21, White off the bench with a solid 16 points. Tyler, I was saying after game three, where Celtics, had a pretty commanding win. I said Steph has to be the guy to come back in game four and provide for this Warriors team, and he did just that.
Yeah, I mean, they were wondering if Steph Curry was going to play game four after I'm pretty sure he had his ankle rolled up on game three. This was the game that Draymond got benched, kind of a Steve Kerr moment where, he put the betterment of the team in his hands and benched Draymond, who's been having a piss poor NBA Finals so far. And, you say no help, but
Starting to sound like the Celtics fans just hating
Andrew
on Draymond.
Wiggins, my guy had I think he had 17 points and 16 rebounds. He played out of his
Mm-hmm.
mind, kind of being that Gruden grinder. I know we're not allowed to say his name anymore, but he was grinding out there and getting Steph the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Steph was being Steph, and he's just very fun to watch. I think at the end of the day, I'm probably leaning more towards the Warriors on this one. Although I would love to see Jason Tatum get his first ring. I want to see Steph Curry in the quest of getting his first NBA Finals MVP. I think that's honestly one of the things that he's missing at this point in his career.
Mm-hmm.
And if he gets that, I think honestly, he's by far in my top 10, and he's not number 10.
Top 10, not 10.
Top 10 all time, and he's not number 10.
No,
I
I
want
mean,
to say top 5, but I can't go that far yet.
I feel like it's tough because,
He's the greatest shooter of all time.
yeah, you can't argue that. But I mean, you got to look at numbers, and everyone always has the hypotheticals like, oh, Wilt played against, people that were much smaller and less athletic than him, so he had a clear advantage. Same with Bill Russell winning all those championships. we didn't see that firsthand. We've seen Steph firsthand. Obviously go from a prolific NCAA scorer, and then going into the NBA where it's like, for me personally, it's almost so effortless. It's hard to like acknowledge how great it is because it's like, okay, this is just Steph. This is what he does. We've seen him do it for so long. You don't really think about all the accolades and the records he's accomplished in his career because we're seeing it live and it's just like, oh, that's what is expected of him. I think once we look back on it after he's retired, I think it'll be more clear cut that he's, like you said, easily top 10 and potentially maybe even pushing that top 5, obviously considering on how you grade the metrics and the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, he's only 30, what is he, 33-ish, around there, 32, 33, 34. And the guy already owns, most three-pointers of all time. That has to be something.
34.
34. He's been to 6 NBA finals. This is his sixth one. And how many has he won? 3 so far. He might win 4 this year. I mean, he'll be tied with LeBron for NBA championships. And nobody calls Steph Curry the king.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is easily the best shooter of all time. And like you said, he just does it so effortlessly. He's a great ball handler. He's a great passer. A lot of people, don't look at his passing skills, but he gets Klay Thompson the ball a lot. He gets Draymond the ball a lot, and he facilitates it because he can do it so easily because everybody's pressuring him for shooting threes.
Mm-hmm.
Last game I thought it was crazy. Guy has an injured ankle and still puts up 40 plus points.
Mm.
And we're not talking about greatest of all time.
Who's got worse ankles, Steph Curry or Tyler Hayes?
Steph Curry. I've seen the ankle braces on him, and those things look like robots.
Dude's got fucking like medical grade Kevlar ankle braces. He should
his
just
his ankles don't move a centimeter when he's wearing those things.
no, not at all. So here we are tonight, Tyler, live. Celtics actually come back and take the lead 66-64. I saw the Warriors were up like 10 at halftime, so something obviously shifted in momentum there. But Tyler, as I was mentioning earlier when you were on a topic, so I was gonna wait. Tonight, Jaylen Brown is wearing some special custom Kobe sneakers that I got. I was lucky enough to work on the project with at work. B Street
Very
Shoes.
nice.
Um, we got to do a custom pair. Draymond Green, Smoking Aces, facilitated the connection. Custom Kobe shoes. I made a pretty dope video, if I do say so myself. So if you want to pop over to B Street Shoes on Instagram, or I shared it on my story at ACWeezy, give that a look.
Oh
It was
hell
it
yeah,
was a lot of
brother.
fun. It was a lot of fun to work on that, and I mean it's just pretty dope, Tyler, to be able to work on stuff like we've worked with a bunch of big name celebrities, clients, but to be able to see, on live national television the shoes or something that you've worked on being worn, and especially in the NBA Finals at a event like this, it's pretty cool.
Favorite project so far?
I'd have to say so, yeah. Just how momentous it is, and the stakes, the gravity of it. I would put it up there. I'd say,
That's dope.
yeah.
I'll have to check them out. I was too busy making baked rigatoni tonight for dinner,
Hmm.
so
How
it
much?
took a lot of my time to check Instagram. So
How much adobo you put on that?
0. You don't put adobo on Italian food, you gabagool.
I don't know. It seems like you put that shit on everything.
I haven't. I hardly use adobo. I use a lot of other spices. I'm not a one-trick pony like Brian.
All right.
Only adobo.
So Tyler, looking at tonight's live box score, Tatum has 22, um, Smart 15, Williams and Brown also have double digits on the other side. Steph has 12, Clay 15, Wiggins 16. Big red flag here, and highlight. Steph is currently 0 for 6 from 3 point.
Yeesh.
I mean, if Steph isn't hitting threes, I don't like. Do the Warriors stand a chance at all?
Probably not. I mean, Steph's got to pump those numbers up, and I think you'll probably see that in the fourth quarter. He'll probably catch some heat. He'll probably, shooters got to shoot, and Steve Kerr knows that, and Steve Kerr also knows that Steph's his bread and butter. So, I think he's gonna ride the hot hand, but he's gonna understand that don't be bashful, Steph. You got an open shot, or you think you have a shot you can make, fucking take it.
Yeah, well, I think Steph is at this point in his career where he knows he's gonna have bad games. He knows he's gonna have good games. So I don't, I think he would still be confident enough, even going 0 for 6, to still shoot his shot and not be like, oh, okay, I'm worried now because I haven't hit any. I think he's gonna be unconscious about that and just let it fly.
Yeah, 100%.
Um, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that shapes out. Hopefully, I'll have it
Hopefully,
up.
we'll catch the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that'll be nice. So, um, let's see. Thursday is the next game, Tyler, and then the one potential game 7 will be Sunday. So the NBA Finals will be over by the time our next No Look podcast airs. What is your prediction for how this is going to shake out?
Warriors in 7.
Mm,
Um, what's going to happen is the Warriors are going to find a way to win this game. The Celtics are going to find a way to win Thursday's game, and then the Warriors are going to take it home on Sunday on Father's Day.
mm.
Is that Father's Day?
I
That
believe
is
Father's
Father's
Day is
Day.
Sunday. Yeah.
Del Curry's going to be in there. It's going to be like a Michael Jordan, hug in the picture kind of
Hmm.
look for Steph Curry. It's going to be beautiful. And
Well,
it's not going to be the only sporting event that's going to happen on Sunday either.
no, we'll get into that. But let's talk about Del Curry for a second. Did you see this whole
Oh boy.
situation circulating?
Oh boy.
I mean,
Are you
what do you make of it? Because supposedly, obviously, I didn't even know, but Dell was spotted in the crowd with his now girlfriend. I didn't realize that Steph's parents had split up like last November, I believe.
Oh yeah. You
S
didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. I'm not up on the gossips, I guess. But I guess so. He's with his girlfriend, and then his was it Sonia Curry,
Yep.
the mom, is pictured with a boyfriend. Someone tweets out, "Why does their girlfriend and boyfriend look like they used to be married?" Come to find out, they were married. Like, what the fuck is going on? They got some swinger stuff going on, or is whoever the second couple to get together was just like petty and like, okay, let's just get back at both of them and start a relationship that we don't even care about.
I think it's a mixture of both, primarily being the first part of it, and I think, you know, they publicly came out as swingers. Like, obviously, 2022, everybody has their own, whatever gets them going type
Yeah.
of situation. Not going to judge, but there's a lot of upside down pineapples that are going on around
Mm.
them parts with the Currys and whoever the other family is, the Joneses.
Mm.
But definitely an awkward
You know
situation,
the name?
especially especially if you're Steph Curry, who's been known
Mm.
to having an open relationship with his wife, but that's some tea for
Oh,
another day.
I forgot about that. Does polygamy run in the family? Is that like
I
a genetic thing?
I just think that maybe, from a psychological standpoint, Austin, Steph Curry sees it when he was younger, thinks it's okay, pushes it on his current wife.
Mm.
She comes to terms with it because he's making boku bucks. She gets whatever she wants, has the kids, has the life, maybe even has her own side pieces too. I mean, it's just that's who they are.
Mm.
Top 10 greatest basketball of all time. Also a swinger.
Yeah. Just gotta put in quotations or like one of those little stars, like also a swinger. um, what was I gonna say? No, it was just like funny. I could see how awkward it was after one game. I saw a video. Steph went up and hugged his mom, and her man was just in the background, like giving that look, like I don't want to like stare at him because I don't know if he's gonna dap me up or not, but I'm also ready if he decides to reach out. But it's gotta be an awkward situation overall for Steph.
Yeah, like what does his daughter say and his son?
I mean, shit. I know Aisha is a good baker. I didn't know she was out here doing cream pies with other men.
Oh no.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. So you say Warriors in 7. I'm going Celtics in 6, baby. Um, I think they take this one in the Bay tonight, and they're not losing 2 out of 3 games at home in Boston. I mean, that crowd is going to do and say whatever they want. I mean, another thing, Tyler, I was watching the game on last Friday, game 4, and I heard the fuck Draymond chant. At what point, because I think you can technically give a technical foul to whatever team the crowd is if they get too rowdy, right?
I think so. I feel like I've definitely heard that before.
Like it's probably one of those crazy rules that you never see, but
Right.
at what point is a ref like, okay, this is getting out of hand. We got to set the tone here.
I agree, but I also think that the refs are not trying to control the game or have that narrative where they're trying to take over the game. So, I mean, at this point, I think they're just like hands in the air, like whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
If they want to call Draymond Green a bitch, they're gonna call him a bitch, and they're just gonna let it happen. I
Mm.
mean, I saw a video. I don't know how accurate it is, Austin. Based on I think I saw it on either Instagram or something like that, where Adam Silver said that what Boston fans were doing was good for the NBA.
Mm.
He doesn't
Mm.
condone it,
Okay.
but
Wait.
he said that it's good to see in the NBA.
Yeah. I W Adam
He said
Silver, I guess.
do it in a respectful way,
Yeah.
but he didn't say you don't not have to do it
But
or you don't you it's okay to do it essentially.
really, he's like, keep it up. I think this is good for ratings, but I don't want to condone using
Keep it up. I got 100
profanity.
G's on the Celtics winning the finals.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, that's funny. All right, so Tyler, Warriors in 7. I have Celtics in 6. Switch gears again, Tyler. Let's move on to golf. I do want to start with the inaugural Live Golf Tournament, which took place in London. Did you watch any of it? I did not watch a lick of it.
I didn't watch a single thing.
I guess it
I
was.
don't even know how to watch it.
Well, I guess it was broadcast on YouTube, right? That's what someone
Oh,
said. So I'm not sure.
interesting.
I'm not sure if it was like YouTube TV exclusive or if it was just a live stream, that people could watch for free on YouTube. But Charles Schwartzel wins 7 under. The biggest name probably in this tournament, Dustin Johnson, ties 1 under. Excuse me. I honestly don't know how I feel about the Live tournament. I think it's always good to have competition. But with that being said, like we've seen the XFL, now they got the fan controlled football league, the arena league. Nothing ever was even remotely close to being competitive to the NFL. So like at first thought I was like, okay, live like that's fine. Like if people want to go play in a different tournament, make money, I don't really care. But at the same time, it's like do you hold those wins in the same prestige as like a win on the PGA Tour? I don't know because PGA Tour has always been the standard. So I just feel like it's almost like winning a championship in a Euro League or in the G League or something. It doesn't match up to the high standards of winning it in the NBA. But in retrospect, I see why it is appealing to people. More money. Dustin Johnson comes out and says, I'm getting paid more and I don't have to play as much golf. Pretty much saying, I'm good at golf. I play it because I make a shit ton of money. But if I can make just as much, if not more, and play less of it, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think disparity is great in sports. Kind of spreading the wealth, and I think the backers in the Live Association, for golf, have endless money. At the end of the day, um, so I think it's great seeing some of those contracts. Probably bonkers in my mind. I read that if a player scores a 54 on a course, they get a $54 million bonus.
Hmm.
I don't know how they would even do that, but
Damn.
going out and scoring a 54 and then getting a $54 million bonus, just insane. Um, I think it's good. And honestly, if I was a PGA player, I probably would have joined Live if they had asked me or offered me.
Yep.
Um,
Well,
and the reason for it, Austin, is primarily like what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
You know, if it doesn't work out, I could always go back to the PGA Tour. You know, if they don't accept me, then that's their loss. But, you know, I'm going to go make my money where I can because I'm not going to be able to play forever. You know, look at Tiger Woods.
Mhm.
You know, he was at the top of his game one day and the next day he wasn't. So, you know, go out, get your bread, and, you know,
Mhm.
just understand, like you said, PGA is the gold standard now.
Yeah. I mean, I can see where someone like Tiger Woods or, Justin Thomas, who is on a path, a trajectory to potentially, be in the conversation of greatest golfer, if not one of them of all time, by PGA Tour wins, major wins. I mean, there's nothing, in my opinion, that will ever compete with the Masters. I don't know. I don't care how much
Oh,
money
absolutely
you're throwing
zero.
out, how many different fireworks or, naked caddies, you got going on the course, whatever Liv wants to
Now
do.
we're talking about.
Yeah, right. Now we're talking a little bit of a party. Unless they're like out there, like, okay, you got to shotgun a beer for every double bogey you get. That could
It's
make it
like
interesting.
it's like we're gonna because Tiger Woods didn't sign his contract. Every one of the girls he slept with that cheated on his wife is a naked caddy.
Oh no. They're just out there at every tee box heckling them. That'd be incredible. That sounds like some Vince McMahon XFL shit.
Yeah.
But so switching back to the PGA Tour this week coming up, Tyler, U.S. Open, a major tournament. Played every year on Father's Day. Got some big names. Um, my guy Max Homa, he's in the top 10 for FedEx Cup points. He's been pretty consistent. This might be his coming out party. I don't know.
Stop.
No, but I do want to have us each predict. What do you think? Like three, because you can't predict one, and there's so many players. Want to pick three
Right.
guys that we might think could win it.
Yeah, I mean, where's it being played again? It's in
It's in Brookline, Massachusetts,
Brookline,
pretty
Mass.
close
Oh,
to
okay.
Boston.
I've seen that before on the map. I'm loving what I'm seeing, honestly, Austin, out of Roy McIlroy.
He's hot.
Um,
Roy's hot.
I'm a big TaylorMade guy, obviously. But you know, watching a lot of him practicing throughout the rounds at U.S. Open, he's looking good. He's looking sharp. I would love to see Rory get back up on that pedestal. I think he's, you know, obviously a great golfer, and he kind of lost touch with who he was. I feel like right after he was on the cover of PGA,
Mm-hmm.
video game wise, but I would love to see Rory. Obviously, love to see Scotty Scheffler. You
Yep.
know, he's on fire this year. And then kind of, you know, out of the blue, I'll throw my dark horse out there. My guy Colin Morikawa. You know, I just gotta go with the short kings for life. You
All
know,
right. I heard it's a short king summer.
short king summer, short
uh,
shorts and short kings.
I love it. I love it. I was gonna say Scotty as well. I mean, he's the best golfer right now on the planet. At least top FedEx points, just consistency. However, for disparity's sake, I will switch it up. I'll go JT. He's always right there in big time tournaments. I'm gonna go with Matsuyama. He, I think, is always there knocking on the door. He's got a bunch of close, top three, top four finishes. And then, of course, my guy, I gotta do Max Homa as the dark horse.
Is
Must
there any reason why you
mustache
love
gang, baby.
Max Homa so much? Is it just the mustache, or
He's SoCal guy. He was on Part of My Take. Just seemed like a super chill dude. And yeah, dude sounds like he lays bombs and tears off thongs. I don't know. I had to come up with something there. Just seems like a chill dude.
he's a dude's dude.
He's a
He's a
guy's
guy's
guy.
guy.
Guy's guy. Um, so yeah, U.S. Open. That'll be interesting. I love sitting down on Sundays. Masters, U.S. Open, any of those major events. Hopefully, we got some big names in the hunt or in contention. No Tiger, no Ricky. I don't know. Is Phil playing in this one? Yeah, he is.
Is he allowed to? I meant to ask. Is he
Yeah.
allowed to play in it if he's on? Why is that? I
Uh,
thought they said that he was suspended.
no, him and DJ both gonna play. The PGA kind of retracted their statements talking about, you know, not allowing players to compete in major or PGA events if they play on live. I think I think initially they were pretty stern about it. They were probably upset someone was trying to get a piece of their pie, but then they kind of retracted that, and they're going to be a little bit more lenient, at least for right now.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I, I think they haven't made an official decision, is what they came out and said.
gotcha. Because I saw that Phil Mickelson was practicing, just hopping off a plane from London and practicing at the U.S. Open. I was like, is he even allowed to be there right now? But I guess that makes sense. I mean, it's good for ticket sales.
Yeah.
Obviously adding one of those guys to a group, obviously increases. Everybody's gonna go to U.S. Open regardless, but it just makes it more fun to watch.
It'd be great for Phil too if Liv was like allowing players to gamble on their own tournament.
That
Like,
would be that would be
Phil's
a
a
John
notorious
Daly
gambler.
like John Daly needs to sign with Liv. Where is he?
I I don't know. Hopefully he's still breathing somewhere.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah, they need him on the tour because I think right now they're just trying to get names, not necessarily the top players. I saw they had who someone's brother, Kepka maybe, his younger brother who's still like an amateur, like not even that good, but I think they just wanted that Kepka name to just kind of get more appeal to golf fans.
Yeah.
Okay, wrapped it up.
Is the NHL Stanley Cup on Sunday too? I know it'd be on the 15th. That's a Wednesday. Would it be
Uh,
Friday and then Sunday? They play every other day, don't they?
let's see. They play tomorrow. Um,
No, they play Wednesday.
wait, what am I looking at? Oh, Wednesday, June 15th, and then Saturday.
Ah, damn. That would have
Why?
been an unreal Sunday.
Yeah,
Stanley Cup, NBA, US Open. Wow, I would have called off from work.
that would have been pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. You want to do a podal?
Let's do it, dude.
Or what's the new one? The NFL one?
Wordle.
Hold on.
Gotta get some NFL in. By the way, Austin, did you see what Tyreek Hill said?
No.
He said that he thinks that Tua is gonna have a better chance at winning MVP this season than Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, that's just completely outrageous. I mean, I'm all for saying stupid shit just because that's your quarterback now. Devontae said some pretty silly stuff as well, comparing Derek Carr to
Shit.
Aaron Rodgers, but no, that's pretty egregious statement right there. Hold on, I gotta share the screen with you. Okay, you got it.
Yep.
Who are we going with?
I mean,
Uh,
should we do an NBA Finals player?
let's do. This is completely random, but it popped into my head because he just starred in the new Adam Sandler movie. But Juancho Hernangomez.
Okay. I was gonna say Tobias Harris, but
Here we go. Boom. First guess. Nope. Okay.
wow, Utah Jazz, not even close. How about also in that movie, Tobias Harris?
Okay.
Wait. What's the height? I can't see.
Wait.
Lower?
Wait. Hold on. We're stupid. He's younger than 26. Let's be. We made some bad choices last time because we weren't even
I
looking
mean,
at the numbers.
I just want to throw Tobias Harris in there. I know I think he's either he's older,
What? He's
but
definitely older.
it's gonna knock off the
You
West
want me to
part.
put in Tobias Harris, even though we know it's not him?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Look at that. So many.
All right. So
Shorter
he.
than
So
six
he's
seven.
6. Okay. Wait. Okay. East. Uh,
So maybe on the Nets.
could be the Trey Young, under
Well, Trey
six
Young's
seven.
number 10, isn't he?
Oh right, we're looking at number. What's Joe Harris? He's got a high number, right?
He's number 12.
Hmm.
Is that
Uh,
shorter than 6'7"? So he's a
yeah,
he's a guard. He plays in the Atlantic. What about Jalen Brown?
he's number 7.
Ah, shit. Um,
Grant Williams,
he's number 12. What about Robert Williams? No, he's a center.
44. or something. Uh,
Do Jalen Brown. We'll just toss a guess in there.
why?
Maybe we'll get the team right.
Oh my god. Nope.
Fuck.
He's a guard forward.
Shorter than 6'6".
He's really young, so his number is in between 7 and 12.
Who else play? Who's on the Nets?
Um,
Do Cam Thomas. Oh,
hmm. So he's like 6'4". What the Knicks are in that division as well, right?
they are, yeah.
RJ Barrett?
Higher than 24.
RJ Barrett. It's definitely RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett's number 0.
He's number he's number
9.
9.
You
All
fuck.
right, so he's 21.
Sixers? Oh, it has to be the Raptors.
Okay. Uh
Pascal Siakam?
no, he's
No.
pretty tall.
Yeah.
Who's that other
Fred
guy?
Van Fleet?
Powell? Dwight Powell? Or
Norman Powell?
Norman Powell?
Try him.
He's number 24.
He's also, is that younger than 25? Older than 21?
Yeah. Fuck.
I don't know anybody on the Raptors. Who's number 44 on the Raptors?
Siakam, right?
Is he?
Wait, so let's look at the teams here. Like, cause what team?
It's the Raptors.
Oh, you said it has to be the Raptors.
It has to be. There's only 5 teams in
Well,
the Atlantic
what
Conference.
number is Van Vliet?
I think he's 0.
I don't think you're right.
Well, Van Vliet doesn't play forward. This person plays forward.
Right.
Who the fuck?
What's
Why
that guy?
the Raptors out of all teams?
Who's that guy with like the African name?
Siakam?
No. um.
I'm about to say show the silhouette.
uh.
Okay, so
I don't. Yeah, I don't even know.
were the Raptors in the playoffs? No, they
Nah.
were not. Oh, I know 0 Raptors players.
Yeah.
Besides, I almost said Kyle
All
Lowry.
right, we're cheating.
That's how bad it is.
Oh my God. Looks like Tim Duncan. Right?
Looks
With
like
it
Latrell Sprewell.
with Tim Duncan's like old
Fuck.
cornrows. Ah, fuck. I have no idea.
I really don't know any Raptors players.
Let's just uh, yeah, Pascal. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we're fucked. What do we say? Give up or we just guess?
Just put
So we got all that right. No. I think it starts with a B. No, I'm not kidding. B.
Bismack.
No.
No, he
Sadiq
plays for the
Bey? Who's
Suns.
that?
Sadiq Bey plays for the Pistons.
Sounds familiar. I don't know. Who
Why?
was it?
Put Siakam.
Oh, we got another one? I thought that was the last one. Gary Trent Jr. Wow.
That's disgusting.
I had no clue. Absolute no clue. What's the NFL one?
I'll never forget Gary Trent Jr. now.
Would you say Wodle?
Wordle. It's like
Wordle?
Weddle. It's right there.
No, that's the word one. Weddle.
Oh, it is Weddle. Sorry.
Wait. Please don't be a porn site. Okay, good. All right. What do we think here?
I'll allow you to do a Packers player.
I wasn't even necessarily gonna do that. But okay.
I was gonna say Devontae, so
Wait, what? They don't even have Jair Alexander. The fuck kind of game is this?
it's only people that you would play in fantasy football. I'm sorry. So it's only
Oh,
like offensive players.
okay. That's weird. Woof. Hell of a guess. NFC North. Uh,
Um,
he's tall and he wears a number below 28, so it's got to be a
Justin
receiver.
Jefferson.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh
Oh fuck,
shit.
Thielen
Yeah, right?
has to be.
How do you
I
spell it?
got a Thielen.
Got
Ooh,
him.
oh my
Nice.
god, we're so good.
We're crazy. We're crazy. Although last time, it probably senses that this is our first time playing because the first time we did the other one, we got it on the first guess, right?
I think it was second, but
No, didn't I? Maybe. I don't know.
I think it was
Anyways,
a second guess. Yeah,
good teamwork. Good teamwork. All right, I like that one. You got anything else for our viewers,
I do
fans,
not.
Amelia, Insane Games family? All right. Well, I appreciate you guys. I'll be right back with Monday Night Gaming.
Go Warriors.
Go Celtics, and
Warriors in 7.
fuck the Lightning, and let's go Max
Watch the
Homa.
WNBA.
Yeah, make sure you get your daily dose of WNBA. All right, I'll be right back.